What's up everybody? Welcome back to Raymond Avenue. Today is a brew day. Right now I'm in the grain room just working on milling up some grains, and I'll show you what we're milling right now. Right now I have looks like 5 pounds of some US Victory, 5 pounds of some Belgian Pale, got 5 pounds of Caramel Munich, pound of honey malt, and then we're going to be throwing in that whole bag there. So just working on milling up the grains, and then Austin's in the other room right now getting the water heated up, so we'll be ready to mash in probably hopefully in about 30 minutes or so. So I'm going to mill up this grain and then I'll check back in with you guys. Alright, so while I work on milling up the grains, it takes a little bit of time, I thought I'd show you some of the hops we're going to be throwing in this beer. So let's go check out the hops in the other room. We got the hops in the fridge in here. So I believe we have some, let's see, we have a 1/2 pound of some Erzbrucker, got a 1/2 pound of that, 3.2% alpha acids, and then we have also a 1/2 pound of some UK East Kent Golding. That's, I believe, 5.5% alpha acids. So that's what our recipe for the Belgian ale calls for. So throwing those in there, and let's go see what Austin's up to. He's over here in the brew lab. We'll go see how he's doing in the brew lab. Got some water in the hot liquor tank right now. Looks like we're getting temperature up there. Right now we're at 109 for temp. Getting it up to 165, so shouldn't take too much longer. And then we got our yeast over there in the other room that we started yesterday, so that'll be good to go. And I'm sure Austin's probably in there working on the water profile right now. Pretty excited for this Belgian ale. It's been a while since we've done a Belgian, so super excited we're doing a Belgian today. Alright, so we got all the grains milled up and we've already mashed in. So we got the grains in the mash tun right now. How long are we mashing for on this?
60 minutes.
Okay. So 60-minute mash. We'll let that mash, and then once we're transferring over, we'll check in and show you guys that process. So we finished up with the mash, transferred it over to the boil kettle, and now we're heating up in the boil kettle, getting ready to start the boil. Putting on the steam condensing lid. That's a steam condensing lid from Spike Brewing. And then first hop addition is going to be right at 60. While we wait for our temperature to reach boil in the boil kettle, we're going to weigh out our first hop addition, which is East Kent Golding. So for the first hop addition, it's going to be 4 ounces of East Kent Golding. So we'll weigh that out. Alright, so that's 4 ounces, and then we got, this is a 1/2 pound of East Kent Golding, so it should be another 4 ounces, but we'll just weigh it out to double check to make sure it is another 4 ounces. So we got another 4.2, and we'll just throw that in our other hop addition that we're doing around 15 minutes or 5 minutes. Alright, so we got the first hop addition weighed out. That's UK East Kent Golding. And poured ourselves a strawberry pale We're at our target temperature on the boil, so now we're going to be doing our first hop addition. It's that 4 ounces of East Kent Golden that we'll be putting in. And this will be at the beginning of our boil, so this is right at 60 minutes. And then we'll start the timer once we pitch this. So we got that timer going, and our next hop addition will be in about 45 minutes. Alright, let's go check in on the boiler. It's been about 45 minutes since we did the first hop addition, and we're getting ready to do the second hop addition of the UK East Kent Golding. We'll be adding it at about 15 minutes left in the boil. And then once we throw in these hops, we'll go ahead and start weighing out our Hersbrucker. That's going to be the next addition at 5 minutes. Alright, so we're going to grab our next hop addition. We're going to be adding the Hersbrucker. And we're going to be adding this whole ½ pound, but we're going to weigh it out just to make sure we know exactly what we're throwing in. This is going to be at our 5 minutes left in the boil addition. So we'll go ahead, throw a cup on there. And we're looking for 8 ounces, but we'll just measure it. That way, if it's more than that, we'll be sure to write that down, part of our recipe. All right, perfect, full 8 ounces. Alright, we'll go ahead and take this into the other room, and we'll have it ready for our next hop addition coming up in less than 10 minutes. There's still got 11 minutes left in the boil, so in about 6 minutes we'll go ahead and be throwing the Hersbrucker in there. But it looks good, smells good in here. And yeah, we'll go ahead and show you when we're throwing in the next hop addition. Alright, so before we do the next hop addition, we got a couple more additions we're going to be throwing in. We have coriander, orange peel, and then we're also going to be doing 2 pounds of the candy sugar. Alright, we finished up with the boil. We whirlpooled for a little bit, let it rest, and now we're going to be sending it through the plate chiller in here to cool it down. And then we're going to send it right into the fermenter over here. So we'll knock it out in the fermenter, and then we'll check temperature, and we'll get ready to pitch the yeast. Finish cooling down the wort, send it through the plate chiller, send it into the fermenter. Now we move the fermenter into our other fermenter room, and we're just getting ready to put some yeast in it. Right now, Austin's just hooking it up to the glycol chiller. This is where we chill it in this room, and pitch the yeast, and then we'll be done for today's brew day. So, another brew day down. A lot more to go. Alright, so we got the yeast pitched into the fermenter, and it's all hooked up to the glycol chiller right now. So That thing's ready to start fermenting. Temperature is dropping down nicely. It was just at 76 a couple minutes ago, so hitting our target temperature. We're gonna let that thing chill, ferment out. All we have to do left now is just clean up in the brew lab. I mean, we're pretty much almost done, but got things soaking, cleaning up the where we had the yeast. Got the flasks. Got stuff cleaning in there. Just got to clean up the floors, and then we're done for a brew day. Looks good. Everything went really well today. Pretty much normal brew day. Other than that, that's it for today. Appreciate you guys checking in, hanging out with us on a brew day. We'll see you on the next one. All right, peace guys.